Welcome, LEGO fans. Thanks for tuning in to my channel. Let's talk about LEGO. My name is Andy, and I hope everyone is doing well today. Well, we got some new parts, not too many here. Just a small order I made to because I needed obviously these 1x1s in sand blue for my motel project. I bought some of these new leaves that Lego had come out with. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I mean, obviously probably make it some kind of a tree with them, but I only got 25 of them because they're very expensive. Then I got some 1x4 slopes, slopes, in earth blue, because I think I'm going to do some kind of a color combination using earth blue for the other train station, for the one that I have to redesign and rebuild. So that's what those are for. I got those from Bricklink. And then this bag is a bag of miscellaneous parts that were missing from my big $1,000 parts order that they shorted me on. So they sent me those after I called in and complained. So there you go. That's oh, forgot to mention these 4x12 in white plate. I bought those to, obviously add one onto the train station for the plate that goes up from the stairs outside the door, which I'm going to do some major modifications on that as well. I don't know if we're going to get to that in this video, but we're going to work on the motel first and see where that goes. So there you go. There's the parts. Let's start with, let's get working on the motel. Okay, so someone in the comments had suggested putting a set of stairs in this corner to get up to the balcony, and I thought for a moment that may be a good idea, and but there's a couple problems with it. Obviously, you can see one of them is it's going over top the window, but you might say, well, why don't I just move it back a couple of studs? And I could do that, but then it won't reach this plate. I guess I'd have to put in another plate here or something. I don't know. I mean, obviously has to go back a couple of studs. But the other problem is the stairs are dark gray. I don't have any light gray stairs, which kind of doesn't look right to me. And it takes the space of my vending machine. And overall, I just don't think it looks very good with the stairs, there, just with the balcony. I mean, I could put a fence up here like that, but it just doesn't look right when it doesn't go all. I mean, ideally, you would have to have one of those panels that has the hole in the middle, and you could have the stairs come up into this hole. And do it that way, because then the balcony could continue to go all the way across. But those come in like 6 by 8 or 6 by something, 6 studs wide, and this is only 5 studs wide. Of course, I guess I could make it 6 studs, but then I'd have to order one of those. And as I said, yeah, with the way it is right now, I don't think it looks very good with the stairs. Of course, you can voice your opinion in the comments, but I think I'm going to go ahead and change it back to the way it was, and I'm going to continue working on the back and the sides, and then we're going to go from there with the roof and everything. We got to do that as well. So let's continue with the motel. Hang tight. All right, Lego fans, we have it back to the way it was with the balcony and the railing without the stairs, and the vending machine back in place. I also added on these little tiles in front of the doors. Do you think those look dumb? I don't know. The only thing I'm worried about is if I tile the rest of it off in gray, is it going to look funky because it can't get around those little curves, because it's going to be straight as opposed to curved. I don't know. We'll just have to try it and see what it looks like, I guess. I also added the roof, and it looks very plain at this point in time. Definitely going to have to add something onto the top of the roof. I guess maybe some I don't know, just motels wouldn't have HVAC machines, would they? Because they have individual units for each room, I would think. So I don't know. I could run a perimeter brick around. That would probably look okay. And I don't know what else I could put on top of it. Maybe a satellite dish or an antenna or something. I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. Leave me your opinions in the comments. What should go on top of the motel? And I think at this point, maybe I'll just wait for your suggestions before I finish. Well, I mean, the only thing left to do is to put whatever we're going to put on top of the roof. Otherwise, it's essentially done, except for, well, I do need to tile it off. So let me go ahead and do that and see what that looks like, and then we'll call it finished for right now. All right, my Lego friends, what do you think about the tiling? Do you think it looks dumb with having those white round tiles in front of the door? Or do you think it looks okay? I think it looks okay, myself. And, I mean, it's not too bad. But if you think it's awful, if you think it's really awful to have that tiling on there around the, or maybe you think it's awful having those white rounded pieces in front of the door, I could take those off too, if those are too bad, too terrible. But other than that, let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Give me your full opinion. And I take a lot of your comments to heart, so, and I make changes according to those comments, so let me know. So it looks like at this point, like I said, I'm going to wait on your guys' your opinions and your suggestions to what to put on the roof until I do that next time. But I think we've got time now to work on the train station again, so let's do that. Stand by. All right, guys, here we have the train station elevated platform here again, and I have made some significant changes. I don't know if you can notice them right off the bat, but first of all, I recessed the door so it's in two studs instead of being flush with the outside. So that way, when you open the door, it doesn't knock the minifig off the off the platform and knock them downstairs. So yeah, and it also gave me the opportunity to put this on and have it tiled off or tiled to hold it on, in addition to its supports. And this is now a 4x12 instead of a 4x8, so that changed as well. I lowered the windows one brick, and I put another row of masonry bricks on top, and the same thing on the sides. I also added 2 windows on the side. I wonder now if I should have put that window back a little farther because it's not centered in there. Yeah, I might change that because I did the same thing on the other side here. I don't know why I didn't put it out farther. Maybe because the door was I think the door was in the way on this side, perhaps. But anyway, so the next thing to do is to tile off the stairs with some, got this thing falling apart here, with some gray 1x3 tiles, and then I got to put some kind of railing on there, and some jumpers. I would put a couple jumpers on there as well for minifigures in case I want to put some minifigs on the stairs. So I'm going to see about maybe changing the position of those 2 windows, getting some tiles on the stairs, and this thing might be done. Other than, well, no, I still got to do something with an elevator. I almost forgot about the elevator, so I got to do that as well. Let me get the stairs done and the windows changed, and we'll go from there. Stand by. Right, so we got the stairs put on, we got the tiles put on there, and some jumpers, and the railing, which is the only railing I really know how to build, with the little black pieces and the cheese wedges on top. It doesn't look half bad from that angle. But yeah, so that's on there, and I changed the window location. Now they're both centered, although centering this one put it right in front of that 1 by 2 by 5 piece that's on beside the door, which is not too awful noticeable, I guess. But I mean, it should be okay. And then same thing on this side. So that looks better than what it did before. So the only thing I really have left to do here is build an elevator of some kind, which I'm still at a loss as to what I'm going to do as far as an elevator goes. Um, Probably just put something out down here in this corner, right beside the stairs. Just a little thing coming up that has a door on the bottom of it, and or like you could put like a double door like up here, except and then that would lead into where the elevator is, so you wouldn't have to have the actual elevator door on the outside, because I don't know what you would use for an elevator door. I mean, because those don't swing open, they slide. So that would be kind of difficult to replicate in Lego, at least not with the parts I have. So let me see what I can come up with, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, well, I got to tile the rest of that off too. And then it's going to be pretty much done, except for, well, I need to do something to the bottom. I probably should tile it off as well. I don't know if I should just use gray or if I should use a pattern like up here. Probably just gray, I don't know, but we'll see. So let's get that tiled off and then see if I can do something with an elevator. Be right back. All right, guys, this is what I happened to come up with for the elevator. What do you think? It's definitely not one of my best efforts, but I think it will suffice. You could have this may not, whoops, I just knocked stairs off. This may not be the actual elevator door, but you go in this door and then you catch an elevator and go up. I didn't put anything on the top because that would require me removing the walls, removing the tiles to get something built in there, and I don't think I want to do that right now. I might do it later, but you can just kind of imagine that there's an elevator door up on top, I guess. I don't think it looks that bad. I mean, you're not going to see the inside of it for the most part anyway, unless you're looking at the front, but which I'm planning on building a front wall, well, not a total wall with an arch like I talked about before, as soon as I get some arches. So I got this completely tiled off here, and I had stairs on, but they just fell off. Let's put those back on. Whoops. I don't think I can do it with one hand. Anyways, what do you guys think about my little elevator shaft there? It's it is what it is, I guess. So I think we can call this thing complete. Well, except for the front wall that I have to build yet with some arches. But let's go ahead and put it over on the platform and see what it looks like with everything on there. And there we are, guys. What do you think? I think it's looking spectacular. I love it. I like the way the aesthetic matches. I like the way the stairs look. I like the way I guess I like the elevator too, but like I said, it's not one of my best efforts, but it'll do. So basically, when you come to this train station, you could essentially get off this train right here and go through the station, go upstairs and catch another train on the elevated section. Or you could come in and, from the parking lot that I plan to put here eventually, and catch a train for either the ground line or the upper line. So you go up the stairs or catch the elevator, and you'll be on your way. I don't know if I probably should put some supports in for the stairs, though. I forgot about that, because it's pretty, I don't know, maybe if you're not messing with it, it'd be okay. But so finally this thing has support now, so I can push on it and not make it fall down. So, and then you can open the door here without knocking the minifigure off the platform. So what do you guys think overall for my elevated platform train station here? I think it looks decent. Do you think there's any other details I forgot to add? Oh, you know what? There is some details I forgot to add. And maybe if I add these details, I might have to tear it apart, so maybe I'll add the elevator in. But yeah, I don't mind the floor. It's a mess. And I just made more of a mess. But I'm going to plan on adding this guy right here, this little transit thing. It's got a map on it. It's got a little thumb or number pad and some refrigerators with some stuff in it. So I was thinking about adding that in there, which I'd have to take the tiles off to do. So if I did that, maybe I'd go ahead and put an elevator in the top too. So that's it. That is the train station elevated platform. And as far as the motel goes, like I said, I'm looking for your suggestions and your comments as far as what to put on the roof, if anything. And yeah, then we'll go from there and we'll get it finished up next time. And then as soon as I get the arches, we'll come back and work on this again. Put the front wall in and then maybe put that other stuff in like I was talking about. So there you go, guys. I think that's about all I've got for you today. So thanks for taking me along rather. And I do apologize that I didn't get a video up yesterday and that this one come up so late. But I got it out, so that's what's important, right? Until next time, please have yourself a wonderful day. And I'll talk to you later. Remember, keep imagining, keep creating, and keep building. See you guys. Bye-bye.